Hi, my name's Amanda Cordisco, and this is my presentation on informal assessments. What are informal assessments? Informal assessments are short and quick checkpoints given within a lesson. They provide a snapshot of student understanding up to a certain point of the curriculum. Informal assessments help to ensure that no student is getting left behind, and they aid in addressing student behaviors early on. They also aid in lesson planning, whether it be current lesson plan progression or future lesson planning. The first informal assessment example is a running record. Possible classroom uses include identifying trends in student performance or behavior, identifying activities that benefit students in your class for future use, and to improve lesson plans from year to year. Word processing programs are a great tool for running records because they help you to organize your observations and ideas into one single document. Unfortunately, documenting these ideas and observations can be time consuming in the moment or soon after in order to keep accurate records. A spreadsheet program is also an example of assistive tech or ed tech that can be beneficial for running records because that's entered can be easily calculated or visualized into charts and graphs to identify trends. Unfortunately, spreadsheet programs, much like word processing programs, can be time consuming to make sure that the data remains accurate. Overall, running records help to identify trends that can be seen as trends over time, either as growth or regression, or they can be trends that are seen at a specific time within a certain environment or time of day. A second example of informal assessment is observations. Possible classroom uses are to identify learning styles within your class and to identify activities that work well with those learning styles. Observations also identify social interactions between certain students and provide opportunity for reinforcement of positive behaviors. Video recording devices or software are an excellent way to record observations so that they can be reviewed multiple times for various teacher reflection, student reflection, or whole class reflection. Unfortunately, to record students, you need parent permission, so this can be a disadvantage. My third informal assessment is a work sample. Possible classroom uses are to identify areas that need improvement or even identify student strengths. Student reflection and development of goals can also be used when students make a work sample at the beginning of the year, develop a goal, and then create a similar work sample at the end of the year and compare their growth. The learning management systems that most of us use in our classroom allow samples to be collected all in one place. Unfortunately, though, they do not always provide an opportunity for marking up, for correcting, or writing down thoughts and comments. Another assistive technology or educational technology for a work sample could be specialized software. For example, I teach computer science, so a lot of my students code in a compiler. While these are great because no formatting is lost when viewing and I can run the program directly, they can also be usually printed out or saved to PDF if I need to mark up the code. But usually you cannot access them portably because they are within a specialized program, so that can be a disadvantage. My final informal assessment is an interview. Possible classroom uses are to build student reflection and communication skills and it gives you insight into students' reflections and view on learning. You can also obtain feedback on lessons and activities that you've given in class. You can also build student profiles to learn their communication skills, interpersonal skills, confidence, and other important qualities when you're discussing the interview questions with them. Voice recording devices or software, much like in a previous example, can be reviewed multiple times, but they do need parent permission to record students. Talk to text programs provide a nice script for conversation for easy identification of main points that the student gave. Unfortunately, you need parent permission for this as well, and transcriptions are not usually perfect. Informal assessments are crucial in keeping the teacher informed of student progress. They provide valuable data about the now so that the teacher can plan for the future, whether the future be in 10 seconds, in 2 weeks, or for the next 5 years. Informal assessments can take many forms, and all of those forms have various levels of student engagement and their role. Students can be as active as holding a conversation in an interview, or be completely uninformed that they are being observed with observations. I would like to give credit to Slides Carnival for the presentation template and Pexels for the image on the previous slide.